And this is the situation. You got two options. You can save yourself from the guys that's trying to kill you, or you can save the guys that's trying to kill you and eventually die anyway. Which are you gonna choose?
I'm gonna choose that the cops got to do their job, and I'm gonna fight my case.
No. In this case, they already have all the information.
And then that means that they got to do their job. If they got the information, they don't need
all that. See,
they don't need me, Con. They don't need me if they got the information. What they need me for?
In this case, right? They have, and you even have the information because they didn't kidnap you and tried to kill you.
Okay.
Now, from a street nigga standpoint.
No, from a real. I don't want to be a street nigga, Con.
No.
I'm talking from a real standpoint. I speak for real niggas. I don't speak for street niggas. I speak for real worldwide.
No, listen. We understand that part. What I'm trying to tell you.
I've never been to jail. They never been in the streets, and they believe exactly what I believe.
All right, and the reason why I asked that question is because the same code that we all follow always make that same decision you just made. But the part that people forget when they make that decision is that they got a whole nother family that they alienate. Hold on. Let me finish.
Let me get to that.
The son that needs to be raised by him. The daughter that never grows up without a father. This is all the other things that happen that people do not take into account. They so worried about being a real nigga that the real responsibility should be the decision you make for your family. Not for them niggas. That's cool. But your family, your blood gotta be worth more than some shit that y'all just following of a code that nobody fucking follow.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So why didn't nobody think about their family until they were sitting in the room getting offered time? Because you was doing this. No. Listen. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Real niggas think about their family. The real niggas listen to what I'm saying. Did an act, right? And they made a conscious decision. I know what comes with this act. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go to jail. And I'm gonna try to live it up until those days come. And whatever comes with what I've done as a man, I'm gonna live with that. That's just being a man. So don't tell me about your kid. Don't tell me about it's like a nigga. Yo, Carl, listen to me. Look, this is what happens. Carl, listen.
And like so when we talk about Tekashi, he had to choose them or his family. He chose his family.
No, that's not what he had to choose. He had to choose.
The only choice he had in front of him. They was all gonna do double life.
What I'm trying to explain to
you. Kidnapped by the same nigga supposed to protect you and they trying to kill you? And you wouldn't make the decision in your family?
Explain to you is this, right? I've been locked up. I know a lot of niggas in jail.
Right.
If you giving me information that I already got, you can't get out of jail in a year. All right? The information that you giving to the police has to be pertinent to this investigation for them to move forward. They're not asking you some shit that they already know about, eh? They asking you shit that only you can give information to seal this case. So when you say going to jail anyway, that's not factual at all. That is a lie.
No, but that's not what we're debating here. That's obviously, if they got you sitting there questioning you, they clearly got something to question you about because they got to have something to question you about. In this case, they got the evidence in front of him. It's sitting right there.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If they got the evidence in front of them, then they don't need you. They're not giving. If a nigga telling you gonna do 40 years, Carl, I've been in jail. I know a bunch of niggas. If the police come, if the police come to you and they saying you go 40 years, right? We already got all the information. We know all of this. You could do 40 years, or you could tell us and get 1 year in jail. You know what that means?
That's not what we're talking about here. What you're talking about, hold on. There's two, okay, that's not what we're talking about.
So what are you talking?
Okay, what you're talking about, that we came up under. I get that, nigga. We know what that is.
You keep saying we came up under. The niggas,
bro, different, my nigga.
It's a bunch of, nah, it's a bunch. Listen, it's a bunch of still live by the code. You keep saying we came up with it's a code of ethics and manhood. It's not just us. It's a bunch of young niggas that still feel the same way. I'm not gonna allow. See, this is what my problem is with what you've been.
But before you go there, even if you say there's an ethic of code of manhood, these young boys ain't have no man there to give them that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Con, and that's why what you do. But that's why what you doing is dangerous because you're grown.
No, it ain't dangerous. If
it
anything,
is.
I'm
No.
No. He should have place.
Nah, what you doing is dangerous.
Bro, somebody understand. Say, okay, first, bro. So you mean to tell me you talking to a guy? Hold on. So you mean to tell me? No, hold on. You're talking. Hold on, real quick. So you mean to tell me you're talking to someone like 6ix9ine who has influence over 100 million kids, right? And you see that there's a direction that could be corrected in him, and you won't take that direction to save 100 million kids over a code?
What do you mean? That's what the code is, to save the kids.
So you don't let 100 million kids go blind because you trying to follow a code.
He already did that. What I'm trying to listen. Let me explain something to you. What you're doing is dangerous, right? Because not only did let me explain
if I don't correct 6ix9ine today.
Let me explain something to you, right? What you're doing is dangerous. It's like this. It's like with the OGs, the old gangbanging niggas, right? That's in the hood giving niggas guns, right? They like, well, they gonna shoot anyway. I don't go by the same code that I live by. I'm just gonna give them a gun because, hey, what they shooting anyway? You saying that you don't need to correct the action. You know it's again. What do you mean? That's what you telling me, eh? You telling me that you don't need to correct bullshit. That's what you're saying. You know. Listen to me. You know that this man went against everything that manhood represents for us. You know he did that, and you still not.
But the point is, he's not denying that he did it. It's one thing if he wouldn't have been caught up in that situation in the first place. And what I'm trying to prevent it for future generations with it.
Ben, he's doing the same shit, Carl. He doing the same. He got the same mentality. You ain't preventing nothing.
Oh, my son, you act like somebody that young is gonna change overnight, my nigga. We gotta have in this generation.
Yo, listen to me. This man had a.
You can't expect to understand and feel and run the way you run overnight. He wasn't built
overnight.
Him like that. Guess what? Piece of work. Nobody's not gonna deny that. That nigga's a piece of work and mad reckless. Yes, I know that. I can deal with niggas like I've done with kids like him before.
That man went to jail and was facing almost 50 years in jail and should have been humbled. And that man came home on the same bullshit. The same bullshit.
Because he never had a role model, my nigga. He never had no OG next to him. He never had just him to change over. He just got out. And then
that man was in jail for a year, facing 40 years. Niggas wanted to kill him. He realized he wasn't built like this. They still probably got money on his head right now. He got to walk around with federal agents that got bulletproof headgear on. Like, if that don't change you, my nigga, you try to do. You see it. He has
this every day.
That man has done. He's done to change.
What you're seeing is entertainment, bro.
Well, it's not entertainment. You listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Yo, Con,
this is what the world has come to now. It's online. It's social media. Everybody Instagram, like, nigga, you already know that half the lives that everybody show on IG is all fake.
Niggas is dying online, Con. Niggas is getting shot in the head online. These niggas is holding the camera while they shoot you in the face.
But that's exactly. You just proved my point. You just proved my point. You just proved my point. So if we don't stand in front of this, guess what? That shit gonna continue.
You're not standing in front of it. What you doing is you're co-signing a rat, a nigga who has no moral compass. That's what you do. You going on a tour to. You're going on. You're going on a tour. You're going on a tour right now. You're going on a tour.
I'm that shit.
No, but the thing is, no, but that's not what you're doing, Con. You're going on and you're explaining why he snitched and why it makes sense.
Oh, listen. What I'm saying.
You went off at least 3 different platforms and said, "Oh, it don't matter. He did this. He's doing this. It don't matter. These people did this." And you're trying to justify why that man snitched. You did it 3 times. You try to give reasoning. You try to say it made sense for him to do it, and you try to say, "Oh, he needs. We need to understand. Is a different game." And you're trying. What you're doing is trying to make the public accept this as normal behavior, and that's not okay with me.
My son, let's be.
You trying to normalize it. You trying to say 80% of niggas snitch. That number right there is. I think 80 is a lot of niggas in jail, but I don't think it's 80%. I don't think it's 80. I know. Let me say something too. Another thing you said. I know a lot of kingpins. I know a bunch of kingpins, Con.
I'm not justifying anything.
You are.
No, listen. I'm not the kind of nigga that's gonna sit here and agree to everybody's decision or everybody's opinion. I'm the kind of nigga to challenge your position. Right now, 90% of the people, 90% of the people, when you talk about this Tekashi situation, they all have the same reaction. Oh, that nigga's a snitch. That nigga's a snitch. And when I ask, it's true, because he said it himself. He's not denying it. He even made a mascot saying, "Nigga, I'm a snitch. I'm a rat." So he's accepted the fact that he's a rat, right? Now, what I'm trying to say is, how many people are going to challenge the position that he was in without being scrutinized to feel that they less street or less real? That's number one. I don't need nobody's validation for my realism of who I am as a person. This is what I stand for, and I'm going to fight with it all the way to the end. Now, with him specifically, I know what he told me, and I know what I heard. And at the end of the day, I know niggas on both sides. And I'm telling you right now, in a situation like that, he should have never been put there. That's all I'm saying. Well, and then put there,
you keep put his
in that position. Period. They only to keep his ass in that situation. He's gonna be reckless, talk shit. That's what entertainers do.
Listen to me. Listen to you. Before I went to jail, right? All the funny and murder niggas, these is my mans. All of them, X and all the B-Mo, not Pistol, because Pistol was already locked up. But the rest of the murder niggas is from my hood. These was the niggas that I was with every day. And they was prepared to put in work every time. I didn't go off beat.
That's exactly my point right there. That's exactly my point. Why do the niggas around us got to be prepared to put in work when the niggas around are supposed to prevent the work from being put in the first place?
What I'm trying to tell you is this. We went everywhere, right? They never created no drama for me, right? Because I never created no drama for them. They was there to make, these was my niggas, they was prepared for anything. When you look at Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, that man picked beef with every nigga that was dangerous.
Yes, because that's his character. He's a fucking villain. This is entertainment. He gonna get up to every skin that he can. That's the role he plays.
How you entertainment and you playing with a nigga that ain't playing? You can't play with a nigga that ain't playing.
I ain't never been this entertained in my life. This is why I'm so close. It is entertaining to me.
No, this shit ain't entertaining. Yo, listen to me. That man, listen to me. Con, standing next to that man, you can fuck around and lose your life. You might accidentally get a bullet or something that's meant for that man. Brother, that man, everybody in the world. The man is a target. He's a target, right? He got beef that he don't even know, Con, that want to kill him. It's niggas that just want to be the nigga that said they did something to Tekashi.
And then why? But that's what I'm saying. What is the value in that? Just doing something to him?
No, but that's what I'm saying. What you still saying, Con, the bottom line, it's not about his value. What I'm trying to tell you is, if you can't pay.
Hold on, prime example. The fact that he would even have beef with people he don't even know yet. Like, why would there be beef there if we don't even know each other?
Your man said he went to jail. What's the entertainment about? Yo, Akon, did you go to jail? Was it entertaining when you was in jail?
Hell no.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The nigga went to jail, and he put other niggas in jail. Where's the entertainment, Con?
Hip-hop was built on people going back and forth with each other.
He got kidnapped. They fucked this girl. They was threatening to kill him. Where was the entertainment?
His own crew tried to kill him. Don't forget that part.
But you got to.
So at what point does the code apply?
Can I ask you a question? Do you know what happened? Because I know a lot of different shit. So what happened with this, right? You say it's whole crew. Right? So what happens is this, right? I'm a street nigga, right? You bring me off the street. You know I got connections. You know niggas don't fuck with you because of me. So you run around. You use my strength. I'm out here. I got my niggas busted guns. We running up in here. We standing. We beefing with niggas that we actually know. Listen.
Fuck with until all the niggas know. Niggas was fucking with him on a different level. Street niggas got around him. That's when all the problems began.
Nobody was fucking with him.
Before the street niggas was surrounded by him, he was doing fine in the Latin world, making fucking Latin music. Now,
bro,
but
the man came out with the one song he came out with that all the blood niggas was in. What Latin world he was in? You knew something he did before he did the song with all the bloods. You knew a song about? I never heard of him.
So you don't know that Tekashi does Latin music either?
No, I'm just trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We didn't care. Nobody gave a fuck about him doing Latin music, huh?
Nigga, one of his biggest markets too. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
so you saying that? So listen,
niggas surrounded him. So what I'm saying is, the problems were brought to the industry. The industry don't bring problems. You bring the problems to the industry. The people around you is supposed to shelter you from that shit. You know how many street niggas I was surrounded by, my nigga? That shit ain't come to me because they made sure that I was sheltered from that shit. Now, if it came directly to me, obviously I had to do what I had to do to defend myself, but the job was to keep that shit as far away from me as possible.
Listen, Con, you didn't go out there trying to create beef. You knew you had real niggas, and you didn't put people in jeopardy. Because
that wasn't my image, but this is his image.
Image? What are you talking? Where the fuck is that an image at? What are you talking about? That's some phony shit. It's clown work. It's cloud shit. It ain't no image. What are you talking about? An image,
bro? That's an image. 50 Cent lived
image. That's the in the world. The man put a hit on Chief Keef in the street on camera on live. Like, yeah, but what image is that? Are you fucking kidding me?
What I'm saying is that's today's hip hop. Unfortunately, that's what
only him. It ain't no other nigga doing
that. Social media creates. So guess what?
Who else is doing that, Carl?
So now, if you and I or somebody like us don't step in front of it, I don't listen. If me stepping in front of Tekashi right now to make sure in his ear, hold on. If me standing,
let me just say one thing. I'm gonna let you finish, please.
Hold on, I promise you I'm gonna let you go. If me standing in front of Tekashi to give him the knowledge that he has to have, and for whatever reason, I get hit with a straight, guess what? That's God's will. But I know I'm doing the right thing by making sure he get the information he needs.
Listen to me. Also, let me tell you how it looks, Colin. It looks like.
No matter how it looks.
Because I want you to be. Because I don't want you. No, I hear what you say.
Look, I know that what I'm doing is for the will of Allah to make sure that he gets the information that he needs, because he ain't never been given that information.
Okay, can I tell you two things? Okay, if you try to be a mentor to him, right? Okay, let's say you try to be a mentor. The first thing you're doing wrong is justifying what he already did. That's the first thing. No, listen. Let me tell you something.
All I'm doing is giving the challenging questions and answering the challenging remarks, and nobody out here for some reason ain't got the heart to come out and say it.
There's no, it's not that.
All the so-called street niggas want to keep it real when they know at the end of the day, half these niggas, if they was in that situation, would did the fucking same thing.
Con, what I'm trying to say is this: people just don't agree with you, Con.
And it's cool.
So this is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not that niggas is not cute. They just don't agree. I'm just saying this. If you're being a mentor to them, you're doing a bad job. Because as a mentor, you're supposed to say, you're doing a very bad job. I just want you to get that. Because he's doing the same corny shit, right? He's still, when you go to Nipsey's block, because niggas say, because you saying niggas is dead and all this shit, and then you go to Nipsey's block, knowing Nip don't fuck with you, and you out there, you inviting real beef, because it's niggas that's will kill about Nip. You know that. Me and you know as street niggas, they will kill about Nip.
I agree. I agree.
So we understand that that's
we agree with a lot. My nigga, we agree with so much. The only part we don't agree with.
So let me tell you what my issue is. If we agree with a lot, right, that means that you made a decision that how the bag that he gonna help you get is worth more.
Mike, I need money right now.
No, it doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Not that you need it. It's
money. Do you think? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think, as dangerous as you say it is to be next to him, I would risk my own for money?
So what are you doing it for, Tar? What are you doing it for?
Completely. I told you why I was doing this.
For what?
Okay. First of all, Tekashi has a network of hundreds of millions of young generation kids of today.
Okay.
Half of them think just like him. Half of them ain't had nobody that can give them that information. So guess what? If they don't get the information, they're going to move completely lost. Now, mind you, I got kids his age. They can't move in a society that thinks that everything that Tekashi is doing is cool, because it's not, my nigga. It's not cool, right? These are conversations we have, but as I said again, you can't change nobody overnight. All you can do is influence him to change. Now, I won't know if all the work I'm putting in right now is going to be fruitful, but what I do know is I will spark a change in him that's going to be totally different from what everybody's seeing him today. That's for sure.
So what I'm saying is this, and that's what I'm trying to say. If that's your goal, right, then going on every platform saying that Tekashi snitched and a bunch of other niggas snitched, 80% of niggas snitched, justify
the truth.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say. So what would you say that? What are you saying it to say? Are you saying it's okay? It's okay because 80% of the niggas snitch? So what do you? Why do you bring it? Why do you bring it up?
Okay, I brought it up because that's a scenario that most people that's locked up has all been in, and they decided to choose their family over the cell.
So what? So are you saying that it makes sense?
Hey, if you decide you want to get into the street game or be active, right?
Yeah.
Do it by yourself, my nigga. Ain't real niggas gonna be running around doing capers with supporters. If that shit go down, you can't put your life in somebody else's hands. If you're gonna go there, you gotta have 100% foot in. You can't have half foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Nigga, you gotta go all the way. And you gotta accept everything that comes with it, including your co-defendant or whoever you rocking with to snitch on you. If you gonna do it all the way in, you gotta do that shit by yourself. But if you don't have the courage to do it by yourself, you gotta accept everything that comes with it. You can't blame it on this because he told. That's your fault. Because you allowed that loose end to be there, and you know better than anybody. In the street, hold on. In the code, hold on. In the code, in the street, in the code that we live by, my nigga, if there's something that happens and the caper was killed and the caper was actually done, or there was a lick that we actually accepted, we ain't leaving no loose ends, my nigga. It stops happening. We just not.
Well, listen, we got to start separating this because we've already established that we don't live by the same code. We've already you said that because I would never do anything with Tekashi. So the fact that you would do with Tekashi means we live by completely, totally different codes.
It just that's not true. That just means that we disagree about Tekashi.
No, it does not. It's a code. Listen to me. That's what it. Listen to me.
That's
the code I live by. Once you listen to me, the code. Once you snitch, once you are alienated. That's the code I live by. Once you snitch, you no longer in. You are no to comfort. You
probably hanging around snitches right now. Don't even know.
Not that I know of. Once I'm aware that you a snitch, you can't be in my direct circle. I can't. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Are you active right now?
No.
Are you committing any crimes?
Not at all.
Are you doing anything illegal?
Nothing illegal. Not one.
So why does it matter if you got a snitch around you? Who gives a fuck, nigga? What he gonna tell? He gonna tell on you? He gonna tell?
So let me get.
Hold on. Now,
ask me a question. Let me tell you.
Now listen. If you're out of this game, but you're still hanging around people in the game, and you're super close to niggas that's active, and they decide to engage with him, that's their fault because they already know that he's telling. So why put yourself in that situation? These niggas knew he wasn't built to withstand still or all that information. If they didn't, then they failed to do their due diligence on who they felt they could do it around.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
And there's certain people you just can't. As a street nigga, your instincts will let you know off top if I can move a certain kind of way with certain kind of people. But real niggas ain't doing nobody, they're not utilizing nobody when they doing something. They gonna do it by their lonely, and you will never know it even happened. The day you decide to go find supporters, that's the day you're gonna be locked up for life.
Okay, so this is what I want to ask, right? If you snitch on somebody, right, that means you'll steal from me. That means that you lie. You might do something to my wife. That means you're not a person that's trustworthy. It means that you have a low moral caliber, right? I don't want that type of person around me at all, because I know that you're weak. I know that given the opportunity to just having you in my circumference, your weakness could put my life and my family's life in jeopardy.
But everything you just said.
With that, because it's not about the streets, it's about your morality. You have a low morality.
Right.
And that's moral compass.
Yeah, we debating, that's fair. Now, you said if a nigga was snitch, they'll steal from you. Correct? Yep. His co-defendants did that. Mm-hmm. They'll fuck your wife.
Yeah.
Right? His co-defendant fucked his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't trust a nigga. Right?
Yeah, I don't want you around me.
Let me finish. All three of the principles you just mentioned was done to Tekashi.
Okay.
Right? On you, they didn't snitch though, but they did all the things that claimed was done to him.
Yeah,
and right. Hold on. Oh. So with that being said, where does this ethic of code lie? At what point does it have any kind of...
Listen to me. This is the simplest way I can say it, Colin. Right. Not for them. It's for you. It's your... Listen what I'm trying to tell you. So what I'm trying to tell you, when I don't snitch, right? Mm-hmm. It's not because I have a loyalty to you. It's because I have integrity for me. It has nothing
to do with integrity, though.
It does.